Oh, this is something I wanted to try out for so long. So let's get started. This is the 4Movie Cinema Edge, an ultra short throw projector, and most projectors have to be mounted at least 8 feet away from the screen to get a decent size image, but the 4Movie Cinema Edge needs to be only 30 centimeters away from a wall or a screen to get a 100-inch screen. In the box that I have received, which is from the company that deals in these projectors, and they have only sent me the projector, the remote, and a power cord. I guess you will also get a user manual which is missing, but who reads that anyway? The remote included has standard Google remote styling with the buttons for power and for profile settings, voice commands, interactions, and home, and also buttons for Netflix and YouTube. One thing I noticed is that the remote is not backlit. Generally, we are in a dark room when using projectors, so this is a negative. Here's the projector. Looks so cool in this dark grey tone. We have DTS HD and Dolby Audio marked on the top, and the 4Movie logo can be found here. Right under that is the lens, and it doesn't look like any other conventional lens, and I'm surprised such a small section can project such a big image. The sides have the infrared detection sensors, which will protect anyone who is walking in front of the projector, especially their eyes, as the projector does use lasers. Not sure how people are getting in front of the projector, it being a short throw projector. The back has the power port and the inputs such as HDMI, which are 3 in number, and the third one being eARC, which allows for seamlessly connecting external audio like a home theater or soundbar setup. 2 USB ports are also available to use external devices like wireless keyboards or even external media like pen drives and hard drives. Line out for analog audio output, SPDIF, which allows for digital audio output, so if your soundbar or audio setup doesn't support eARC, this is the second best solution. Ethernet port if you want to hardwire the projector. It does have Wi-Fi 6 support. The left of the projector has some heat sinks visible, which are complemented by the fans on the right side, so it blows the air through the exhaust via the section, and it claims a max noise to be around 32 dB. We have dials on the bottom which allows angling the projector, allowing for better image control. We have speakers in front which are not very visible when sitting in front, but the light does help show where they are. They have an output of 15 watts, which is decent for normal TV viewing. The bottom of the projector has holes for the speaker, and we also have mounting holes if you want to mount a projector onto the ceiling. This is my current TV, and I'll get this out of the way. The projector just needs a little space on your TV stand, and it's the perfect size. The power and inputs are at the back, hidden away from view. The projection ratio is around 0.23:1, which can project an 80-inch screen at 14 cm from the wall and a 150-inch screen at 49 cm away from the wall. We are greeted by the Google TV interface, which is quite snappy, and the image too is pretty bright. It's visible on my wall even with ambient light. The projector promises around 2100 ISO lumens of brightness with a contrast ratio of 3000:1. The projection is via an ALPD, which is short for Advanced Laser Phosphor Display. The lifespan is said to be around 25,000 hours, which is around 17 years if you're running the projector for 4 hours a day, turning the room lights off and closing the shades. Wow, it's really bright and clear. But the keystone is not right, and let's set that up first. Opening up the settings, we have the projector settings, keystone correction, and we have 4-point and 8-point correction option. There is sadly no auto keystone, with this being such an expensive projector. Focus, we can set focus manually, which also surprising is not automatic. I have managed to set it up for the wall I am projecting it on. Let's check out some test footage on YouTube. The video recording is not doing justice to the quality I am seeing on the wall. It's really beautiful. We can see occasional color banding in the video recording, but this is not visible in the actual projection. Colors are really vivid, motion is smooth, it's able to brighten up the room. Movies look really good, and just look at the colors. The dark scenes are detailed too. You do need to turn the lights off if you're watching dark scenes. This is a projector, so for ultimate experience it's best to have the lights off. This is how the details look in the shadows. We have multiple picture modes available. For instance, Standard, which is good for everyday TV viewing. Vivid is good for more brightener and more vivid colors. Sport is set to get the best image for sports, where there is fast movement. Movie mode for movies, which has a slight warm tone, which I like. Game mode is for gaming, and it switches to low latency mode for best response. If you want to customize your own settings, we have user mode, of course. This projector also supports HDR10, which makes the output more brighter. As visible here, we can see a pop-up on screen showing HDR. This would only turn on when the content itself has the HDR metadata. HDR allows for more details and darker content, and it can go really bright too. Being a 4K projector, it supports 2160p resolution in all apps, but if the content is only at a lower quality, it does do a good job of scaling up the content. Here's a close-up of the 4K content running on the projector. It's crisp. Netflix, Prime Video, YouTube all support 4K playback. Disney Plus also supports 4K, but still 1080p at this distance we are at looks really clear. Color is set to auto and it supports multiple color spaces, but importantly it supports 110% of the Rec 709 color space. Flesh tones are accurate and look natural. We have speakers in front which have an output of 15 watts. Not the highest, but they are pretty good. Here's a sample. They are good speakers and they can get loud. The holes at the bottom of the projector is for bass. Documentaries and simple sounds sound good, but it's not theater level. So for movies, I would suggest an external audio solution. But it sounds better than your TV speakers. We have multiple audio processing modes and profiles to be able to tweak the sound to our liking. Not bad, but a home theater setup would be better. Gaming, I felt no latency when testing. It doesn't have a fast response time but still works well with simple gaming. This is not meant for competitive gaming, but 2 players, beat 'em ups or cinematic games would work perfectly without any problems. No 120Hz. For consoles, it's more like 60Hz and max. For a PlayStation 4 Pro which I'm using, it shouldn't disappoint. As per the distance you place it from the wall, we get a bigger image. So farther away from the wall, the bigger the picture gets, to a max of 150 inches, which is recommended max for best balance of brightness and quality. If it gets too big, it might get too blurry and dark. The Google TV interface is quite snappy, and when it does lag, it is because new data is being loaded, which would occur on any smart TV. The Google App Store is available to be able to download any TV app you need. Keystone, this is the projector's Achilles heel and it's cumbersome to use setup. It should have been auto keystone and focus, not sure why it doesn't have those features. Focus is manual, which is still fine. We can set up how the projector is being mounted. Is it being mounted? Is it on the desktop? Is it on the ceiling, etc.? Everything is available here. There are infrared sensors in front over here, and if anyone steps in front of the projector dims the lamps and advises not to look at the light. This feature can be turned off, but it's safer to keep active if perchance you lean behind it to plug something in or your kids somehow get to the back. The projector is running Android 11, which is not the latest, but is fine for a TV. 32GB of space, of which 27GB is available as storage. That is good. We also have an ambient mode, which would use your Google Photos as a source, as a screensaver, and other sources are available too. Google Cast support is also present if you want to cast your videos or content from your phone onto the projector. Bluetooth being present allows for connecting wireless keyboards and other input devices, and also speakers and headphones. So what are my thoughts on the 4Movie Cinema Edge? It's a great ultra short throw projector, colors are good, and we have 4K support and Dolby Audio and also DTS HD support. So sound and picture are surreal. I also love that being a short throw projector, I can just place it on the console in front of a wall and it's ready to use. No need to mount it at a distance like traditional projectors. But with the good is also the bad, which is not that bad, but if you consider it, the keystone option is so tricky to use. It took me a long time to set up, and even after reset, it's not perfect. So 4Movie, please add auto keystone. I guess it needs certain hardware to be present within, but if possible, this feature is the only thing that irritated me. Also, to be honest, I projected onto my wall instead of a screen, and the ALR screens or ambient light rejection screens are available especially for ultra short throw projectors, but as I didn't have one, I used my wall. The ALR screens would bring out even more quality as it would absorb ambient light and reflect projected light. Sound, I cannot really complain as it's clear and it's better than most TV audio, so it's good, but it can't compete with a true home theater setup, which is understandable. TVs are also getting cheaper, but a 100-inch TV still costs a pretty penny, so that's where this projector shines. I don't think any TV is available at 100 inches for that price. The 4Movie Cinema Edge is still a projector and performs better if your room is dark. It's pretty bright, but a dark room is still much better. So for picture quality, size of projection, ease of setup, it's easy to recommend this projector. A big thanks to 8XL from Mumbai who have provided this projector for review. So 8XL generally deals with projectors and high-end audio equipment, so do give their site a visit. So what do you guys think? Worth it? Make sure you comment below, and if you know of any 100-inch TVs lower than the 2 lakh mark, make sure to share the name or links. And this is for India. Make sure to comment below what all TVs that you find. So that was the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and also hit the notification bell to be notified when new videos are added. Thank you for watching, and see you all next time.